Yes, our church have becoming uh, increasing urbanized and professional in the makeup. Uh, Throughout my life, I am a I am a city guy. I never live in a suburban. I always live in big cities with a lot of populations. And so what I can tell is about the urbanization and professionalism of the modern church. Even within MCBC, I realized the situation is very obvious in the last 20 years. For example, many people of the church move into apartment and condominium instead of living in a single family house. That means the lifestyle changed significantly. These people do not have a garden to work on. So the hot issue is not talking about gardening, but the hot issue they may talk about is mostly about where and how they go to a gym to do workout. Yeah, what kind of TV program that they prefer to watch after the work, and where they want to go to spend the time in vacation, which restaurant they would like to visit the most, what kind of sport that they prefer to take part in. So all these are the, the result of urbanizations of the church. Just like the ordinary people in this community, we talk a lot more about city, lot more about urban setting within our church. And as a pastor, I need to be aware of this as well, so that my sermon won't be outdated. Yeah, my sermon must be relevant to the situation and the need of the city. For example, recently a lot of people participate in the occupying Vancouver. For example, this kind of issue. These are big cities issue, and a lot of people they may not actively participate in this kind of event, but they may heard a lot about this. They may talk a lot about it in their workplace, and they may think about this, when they do the spiritual devotion time. So we should address this kind of issue, but we should look at this kind of issues from the light of the Bible. Uh, what what does the Bible talk about that? What is God's will about this? We should have to address this kind of topics openly but biblically. I think that will help my members to really reflect on the Christian experience, because as Christians we shouldn't uh, detach ourselves away from all those city issues. Talking about professionalism, yes, I do realize that a lot of people participate in different kind of professions. Even in my church, some people participate in industry, in construction industry, in catering business, in realtor business, and also in some educations or even in investment careers. A lot of different professions exist in my congregations. And as a pastor, how can I help these brothers and sisters who work in different kind of careers and professions? How to bring them to relate the Christian faith to what they are doing but now? How can I help them to bring their friends who work in different professions to come to church? Most of the time, if we are out-tuned or detached away from this the reality of life, that means our our teaching and our preaching will become very dry. That means people don't feel interest in it. They don't feel excited in it. And as a pastor and as a church leaders, we always have to think about this. And that's why I find that urbanization and professionalism really affect the church. But I can see the positive way. That means that we always see opportunities to serve God through this kind of change in our church life.